I was once a camper myself. But it wasn't anything like this.
Cheap creep. Hey you, what's happening? Alright, as you can see in the background, it's starting to get fall and chilly. The leaves are changing, the air is getting cold and crisp, and there's a really eerie wind blowing, and with full moons with clouds covering very ominously. It's getting to be close to Halloween time, guys, and let's get some stuff done in the camper. So what do we need for, you know, cooler weather camping? We need a cozy fire. So how are we going to do that? Well, I'll show you. So here's my idea. I'm going to put a shelf, and then I'm going to build a box around said shelf, and then put some wood on front of it, so it looks like kind of like a little wood fireplace, but it's going to be hanging up on the wall. And this is just a little guy. I mean, this guy's only I think 14 inches wide, something like that, but it does have a couple of heat settings on it, you know, and it does get pretty toasty, and for the size of our camper we should be all set. So first thing I'm doing is cutting out my frame here, and I'm going to get that built real quick here. All right, the wood I'm using, so I have a little bit of space behind it, is looks like a 1x8. Yeah, 1x8. And then this one is like cut down from a 1x10, so I can leave space so it can draw air really easy. All right, so now I got the sides all built on. Now I'm going to put a top mantelpiece on hinges here. So let's check that out. So to keep the fireplace from moving around, I got this back brace that I put in, and it's not blocking any of the vents and keeping room for the fan to vent. All right, I found some itty bitty dollhouse hinges that actually fit the wood, believe it or not, because this is not even 1-inch wood. This is modern wood, so it's under 1 inch. It's like 3/4 or whatever, but it's a pretty small hinge. So now I got a nice little mantle, and whoop, you can lift it up to get to the power. This is going to have face on it once we get that done here. So the idea here is I want to cover all this. I want to cover the red frame and all this, but the only thing we can't cover obviously is where the heat's coming from. So this is going to go on here. I'm going to cut that out right there and get that all lined up so it's all nice and pretty. Looking good. Jigged out the heater. Now I got to jig out the window. Okay, got it all cut out. Chipped right there, but I'll just stain it dark right there, and maybe it'll be a little bit of patina or whatever, right? So once I nail this down, that'll cover that up pretty nice, and it's gonna look pretty good. Okay, I got it in its housing. I took and I wood glued and brad nailed it down, and the front piece, the facade, is on. Well, that's about the last step before staining. I pulled it out and I sanded it down really good because I like all my edges like super roundish and soft, so when you bump into them or touch them, they just feel real smooth and nice. I did that on all my edges, inside and out edges. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's get some stain on it. I think I'm gonna do some maybe dark walnut. Let's see how that looks. Well, there she is, all nice and stained up. I took and I clear coated it with matte enamel. Nice and dry already. Let's get her installed. Very cool so far. Let's get her all mounted. All right, here we go. Here it is. Nice toasty fire, nice and cozy. Man, you get some Christmas stockings up here for the holidays. It's came out pretty nice, and I love it. It adds an ambiance to the camper, and it's very cozy, and it's reminiscent of those little cubic stoves, you know, those little cubic wood burning stoves. So you know, it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's an awesome addition, I think. I made sure to make enough space back here for ventilation and so I can open this. And then the controls are just right on top, so you turn it on and off, like so. The shelf acts as a shelf a little bit, so I could set stuff up on top of here as well. Maybe when I'm cooking, I can set stuff up here. So it kind of doubles as a prep area, but I like the mantle look. I think it's really neat. looks like a real fireplace, kind of. You know, it's a lot better than what it was. And the color I went with is Jacobine. I didn't have any dark walnut. And then I used 3 coats of clear on it, so it's nice and smooth, and I sanded it real nice and smooth. So yeah, it came out pretty nice. So, ooh, nice and toasty. Oh, yeah. Oh, feel that heat. Oh, that's good. Well, let's see. I can show you too how I got it hanging here. If you look underneath, yeah, they're just shelf brackets. And then I got a white cover strip. I'm gonna hide the wire so you don't see the wire. But yeah, that's it. Till next time, guys. You know, like, subscribe, share my content, because it's nice.